I truly did not think that Test Drum would come out this soon after my last video. If I did have inside information and I knew exactly when Test Drum was going to come out, I wouldn't have even made that video and I would have just waited until the actual release of Test Drum to cover the notes. But it's funny that KingsL even decided to put out that teaser, which was only a few days before the actual release. Like, why even tease it at that point if you're that close to just revealing everything with the actual Test Drum? But yeah, Test Drum is up. This is probably the earliest spring Test Drum that we've ever seen, because usually these Test Drums come out in April, and it's been like that for a long time, probably ever since I started recording videos for Wizard101. But yeah, we are not even halfway through March and we have a Test Drum. So Test Drum came out on a Monday, which is nice. You get the whole week to look at things and test things. Usually that doesn't happen, so I am happy about that. But yeah, I want to go through the update notes with you guys and kind of look at what is new. I will say, just, before we get started, this is not really that crazy of an update, so don't expect too much, but I'll talk about it and we'll go through it. The main draw, the main feature of this Test Drum is going to be the Rate My Stitch feature / event. So this is the main thing. I already went on Test Drum just to look, and this NPC is in this spot next to the die shop. They did move the loyalty store guy. He got kicked from his spot in order to have this guy here, but I think they wanted to put him next to the die shop because it is a Stitch, / fashion related thing, so it kind of fits with the die shop. When you click on this guy, you will be able to take a look at these different things that he has available. And it's clear this is probably the feature from the session that they spent the most time on. You can rate an outfit, where you can view other people's stitches and look at them. You can rate it. There's like a 10-star system that you can click whatever, stars you feel like is appropriate for that person's stitch. I like the system though. It's a nice addition to the game. And for people that really like their different stitches that they have and they're proud to show it off, then you can do it here, and you can even get rewarded for it. There's a leaderboard that you can see, like the top outfits. They're going to have an event where they also have themed outfits, like the example, I don't know if it's down here. Yeah, they have a ice themed outfit event. So you can go ahead and kind of vote on whose ice themed outfit you think is the best. You get points for it. There's the rewards, just like any event would have. And I think it's a neat little feature that they've added. And if you do the rate and outfit, there's like this runway that you're gonna see. There's different emotes and dances that they have when you're displaying these. You can even show your pet. So moving on, the next thing we have is the challenge mode. And seeing this picture here, I almost mentioned this in my last video. I was like, what if it was a challenge sigil or a hard mode sigil? What if it turned red or something? And they literally did that. I didn't mention in the video, but trust me, I was thinking it. Maybe I cut it out of the video because I was like, okay, that's not really like relevant, but that's what they did. It's a red sigil to indicate it's hard mode, it's challenge mode. Thing is though, and this is probably why they're going back and forth in the newsletter on what this actually is, challenge mode does not mean what you think it means. Challenge mode is basically the existing fights. There's only 3 fights. The Headquarters, Medulla, Storm Titan, which I literally mentioned in my video as well. Storm Titan and Hall of Heroes, which is like the 8 enemy, 8 boss fight. So those 3 decently difficult fights. For me, Storm Titan was probably the most difficult. Hall of Heroes, not too bad. Medulla though, Medulla definitely was a difficult fight. So they've taken these and they've basically turned the existing fights into challenge modes. And the 3 cheating bosses. And then they made a standard mode where the standard mode is, I'm guessing, no cheating boss. If they're calling these 3 cheating bosses, then the standard mode is probably no cheats. Or if there is cheats, it's like very minimal. And the challenge mode is basically what everyone else before this has gone through in order to complete the world, because these are the end of the world bosses. Basically, we have Medulla, end of Imperia. We have Storm Titan, and not quite the end, but pretty much the end of Imperia Part 2. And then we have Lemuria, the 8 crazy boss fight. That one actually is not too bad if you know what you're doing. I mean, same with all these. People have definitely come up with strategies to do it, but that's not to say that it's easy. You still have to have a team that knows what they're doing, and I could see that being a problem for like the average wizard just going through this and trying to go through team up. That could be difficult to get through these fights. So I reread this, and it says the fights have been recalibrated to allow more players to progress. We have removed unhelpful cheats and overall rebalanced the difficulty to facilitate easier mainline progress for more players. So if they've removed unhelpful cheats, that means they've removed all the negative cheats that these fights have. And trust me, some of these fights, like for sure Storm Titan and Medulla, there's a lot of unhelpful cheats. I don't even know really what a helpful cheat is. Like there's some that I can think of where if you do something, you get rewarded with like a blade or whatever. Like think about in at the end of Darkmoor when the bone dragon will give you the 200% feint. That's a helpful cheat, but that was just random when he does it. So there are some cheats like that where they're helpful, but yeah, usually when people say cheats in Wizard101, they mean a negative thing that's happening. So I guess they're removing all those. So this is going to be easy mode. This is like not even standard. Like this is going to be easy mode compared to what people are used to. And the challenge mode is the old fight, which most people that have, all the people that are max level have gone through these probably multiple times. The cool thing that they can do now after they've kind of got this baseline, like this is what the challenge mode is, they can take future fights where we don't know what the actual like standard fight is versus the challenge, and they can create the standard fight and then create the challenge one separate and make it more difficult to where most players are used to the standard one and only a select few players will probably even try the challenge one. But that is what they're doing in the future. They're going to add more challenge modes to different fights at some point, but yeah, that's what it is. Not really what I was expecting, and probably not what a lot of people were expecting, but I think it has room to grow. It's a feature that definitely is going to take time to actually make sense, because as it stands right now, I am not going to be doing challenge mode. Like there is no reason for me to go back to these 3 fights. Why would I want to do these? Even if the rewards are like good, I don't know. I don't know how they can make the rewards like that good. Who would want to do Storm Titan over and over again? They added new Beast Moon forms, as they do in all the updates, it seems. New Decathlon claws. You can get some Wolverine looking claws from the Decathlon now. Decathlon's another thing that I'll never do. Same with Beast Moon. I don't know. It's just something that I can't really like get myself to ever queue up and do it anymore. There is a new Gauntlet though. I am excited for this, and I was wondering if this is even available in Test Realm to try out. I looked and there's no like DCS Test Realm vendor in the comments when I was on, so I hope they add him so that we can actually do this. If this is in Test Realm, then I'll try to do it. If not, we're gonna have to wait till Live Realm. There's gonna be a pack that comes out with this, because every new Gauntlet they come out with the corresponding Horde pack in order to get the reagents. So I am excited though. Even if it's a pack, I'll open the pack, and then if I can unlock the Gauntlet, I'll definitely go through it, because I think I missed the last Gauntlet. I don't think I covered last year's Gauntlet. So this year I'll try to cover this one. It is a swamp themed Gauntlet, so I'm excited to see what it's like. But yeah, that is the new Gauntlet that is on Test Realm. Not sure if I can actually test it. If I can, I'll try to do it. If not, we'll wait till Live Realm. But other than that, like, that's kind of it. Which, there's PvP Battle Pass for 2023, and then some other fixes and stuff. I know that for PvP, they did make it so that you can hide spectators. It does say new Housing Gauntlet recipes and reagents. I'm wondering if that is the new Swamp Gauntlet. If it is, then it is in Test Run. People can do it, but they're going to have to give us like the DCS test vendor in order to give us the reagents so we can buy it with gold in order to try it out. I hope they do that, because when I went on, I didn't see it. But other than that, that is pretty much it. Like, that is the test realm. Biggest feature is definitely going to be the Rate My Stitch. So I'm going to do my next video on that. And then I don't even feel like this is the second biggest. Like, honestly, the second biggest is probably the new Gauntlet. And then this one maybe third. And then the PvP updates. I don't really care too much about Beast Moon, but the Decathlon updates, maybe people like that. But yeah, for me, like, challenge mode is not really a big part of this at all because there's there's not much there, like, truly, especially if it's just the same fight that we already know. So that is it. I will be doing a Rate My Stitch video. I'm actually kind of excited for that because it looks pretty cool from what I've seen. And yeah, we'll see if we can get the Gauntlet. If not, this is going to be like a 2 or 3 video test run for me. Like, really, there's not much. So I don't know. Not a good start for the year for Wizard101. I just hope that means that we're going to get other, you know, bigger and better things. Like, they're starting off small and the year is going to kind of pick up as we go. I hope the Gauntlet is good. Expect a Rate My Stitch video the next few days. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, if you made it all the way through, please leave a like on it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.